Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Oakley dokley. What do I want to have a look at this morning? Well, first of all, a little bit of news. I've spoken to the vet about Spotty Dog, who is now coming in for a cuddle. Not doing so well. Breathing is starting to get a little bit wheezy and difficult for him. He looks like he's fluid retaining and starting to go off his food. So, I mean, the only guarantee when we're born is that at some stage we will pass. He has had the most amazing life. So, yeah, we're probably looking at days, if not weeks, for young Spotster there. Gotta love him. What's he now? 13 and a half. So he's had a really, really fabulous life. And boy, oh boy, what a year. What a year it's been. Okay. What I want to have a look at in this particular video. So I'll let you know as things progress at this stage. We're just making sure he's comfortable and feeding him what he will eat. Pretty much as the neighbour said. She said, goodness me, if he wanted chocolate and champagne, and I said, absolutely, he'd get that for breakfast. So I will keep you informed on how young Spotty is going. Okay, what do I want to have a look in this particular reading? Going to do a couple of low vibe readings, and then we'll do something really interesting. But I'm using the Grand Tarot Luxe, and I want to have a look at the future of Taylor Farms. Okay, so Taylor Farms, it's now coming out in the news. Taylor Farms, the supplier of the bagged lettuce or the processed lettuce to places like Taco Bell, etc. It's turned out, and it is public, very public now, that they had allegedly given a $1 million donation to the Felons Super PAC in 2025. In exchange, it appears, for FDA regulations to be loosened, if not removed altogether, in regards to testing. Oh, goodness me, here we've got the Emperor and the Page of Wands. So information's now starting to come out. Volatile, fiery information about the Felons' connections or the regime's connections with Taylor Farms. So I want to have a look at their future. So what's happened is the FDA apparently came out and said they had tested Taylor Farm, allegedly, entertainment only, iceberg lettuce, a product from central Mexico, so it was imported, and they're saying that it tested positive. Now, what I'm getting, it's not the lettuce itself, it's the water that Taylor Farms washes the produce in. So they came out, said, oh, tested positive, and then pretty much there was a visit to the regime by a representative from Taylor Farms, and within 24 hours, the FDA came out and said, oh, it was a false positive. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. When I was pregnant, when I fell pregnant, and doing the home tests as one does, and got a couple of positive and a couple of negative, so totted down to the doctor, and she pretty much said, there is no such thing as a false positive. You can have a false negative, but you can't have a false positive. So I want to have a look. Oh, goodness. As I look at the deck, the Moon card, secrets being revealed, Ten of Swords, legal action, ending, just legal action raining down. So I just want to have a quick look at the future of Taylor Farms in regards to this. So the claim that it was a positive and then the claim it was a negative fueled online frenzy about the company's political connections, and the records show that a $1 million donation was given. And that $1 million donation came less than a week after the FDA, this is under the Orange Idiot, said it would delay the implementation of a food traceability rule that would have added more regulation to businesses manufacturing and processing. In Australia, this is one reason why Australia has fought for so long not to allow US meat products into Australia, because they don't have traceability as to where that product comes from. Australia is very stringent on its traceability, its blockchain, and pretty much a lot of our meat products, or pretty much all our meat products and fresh vegetables, etc., via the blockchain can be traced back to the farm, the paddock, and if it's a meat product, pretty much right down to the animal. So let's have a look. The future of Taylor Farms, and I keep getting it's not okay, right? I just heard they're going to try and blame Mexico, but it's not Mexico. It's the water that Taylor Farms used. So it was reusing the same water. What I'm getting, what my guides are giving me, and I'm really going to have to just channel one day. What my guides are giving me is that they were reusing the same water, or are reusing the same water, to wash the produce without going through the process of cleansing the water in between. Don't know how they would cleanse the water in between, whether it be UV light technology to clear bacteria. That's what I'm feeling. There was something there where they're ick. Okay, the future of Taylor Farms with this. What's going to happen with Taylor Farms? People are just not going to buy the produce, but come on down, let's have a look. Ace of Coins, it was all about money, 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 bigger profits. If we cut out this, we'll pay our $1 million, which will save us, $3 million. Whatever. It's all about money. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. The challenge for them is they're going to be facing some legal court cases. There might be some independent testing that happens. I hope there is. I hope Taco Bell employs an independent tester, because the FDA are just bullshitting through their backsides. Legal action. But this is also actions having consequences. So by focusing on profits, going to be consequences. Now, coins are also the earth symbol as well. So, and lettuce, this is a produce from the earth. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm getting it's even the hydroponic lettuce, the hydroponic produce, because it's the water, it's not the produce. So it's all about money, legal action, blame. Yeah, the energy they're stewing in is who can we blame? I suspect they're going to blame Mexico, but it's not Mexico. Okay, let's see how it's going to play out. Ten of Swords. Oh, yeah, big trouble. They know they're in big trouble. They know they're in big legal trouble. There have been deaths that have been caused by this outbreak and their lack of testing. So the Ten of Swords, they know that they're in massive trouble. They're trying to find who they can blame. The Four of Cups, looking to see who they can blame, but there is nobody they can. Again, cups of water as well. The source, I think, is going to be obvious, but they're going to try and reject it. They don't want to acknowledge that it was their internal processing. The Four of Cups, not looking at the water. Right, here in the immediate future is the Hierophant, the government. So the FDA has stepped in and said, oh no, it's not them, it must be something else because you gave us lots of money. It's also a 5, which is about a conflict, something happening. Externally, the Page of Pentacles, a reduction in finances because nobody's buying, or nobody with half a brain is buying, or nobody that listens to the news is buying. But this is also information about money coming forward. So it's now been announced that Taylor Farms gave money to the regime in exchange for lapsing of FDA requirement testing. And this is what's happened. This is part of this big wake up that's happening. If it's not the fact that you lost your job, how about we poison you? Oh, goodness me. The 9 of Wands, defeat in the face of regulation, or defeating regulation with the 9 of Wands internally. Guardrails were removed and it's ended up in this despairing position. Would have been cheaper to have kept the guardrails in place, I think, in the end for them. Right, hopes and fears that they'll come to some sort of agreement. 2 of Cups, trying to come to agreement with the government. King of Pentacles, the moneyed parasitic carpetbaggers. Page of Cups, more water energy, but unexpected news coming out. And then the Knight of Wands, volatile information coming forward about the water. Some sort of announcement coming from the White House with that 4 of Wands. And then we have the 5 of Cups, regret. Regret, yep, stupid gooses. That's all I can say. They think they're going to save a buck and it ends up costing them. Right, so tell me about, so that's the story about what's going to happen. Tell me about any legal action that's going to occur. Oh, by the way, I didn't realise when I did my reading yesterday on the Tainted Brothers and their purple shirts and capri pants. Apparently it's Rubio that has, Narco Rubio that has the last word about whether the extradition goes ahead or not. Okay, tell me about what is the actual future for Taylor Farms as a business? The future of Taylor Farms as a company. What is the future of Taylor Farms as a company? Looking at the books, looking intently at the books, at the money flow. It's always money for these people. Could also be traceability here. Challenged by the Queen of Wands. Some sort of inspirational female bringing forward information. The Chariot. This showed itself to me before, but I didn't show it to you. Chaos, trying to move forward. Right, in the past, the harvesting. La la la, always lovely. Give me my money. Harvesting of the money. And facing judgment. Judgment, yeah, ending, double 10 there. What have we got? Knight of Wands. This was in the future outcome. Volatile information brought forward. Legal action. Queen of Swords. And 10 of Swords. Going to end badly for them. Queen of Cups. And the hopes and fears. Uncovering the water. It's to do with the water. 8 of Wands, outcome, things coming to a head really quickly. 8 of Cups, regret and walking away. Might go into bankruptcy. And the King of Wands. Could be a new plan coming forward. Action. Could be action being taken. Five of Swords. About this abuse, betrayal. And then the Fool card. Foolishness. And then we've got, I don't like that, the Six of Wands, a false victory, and the Three of Swords. Heartbreak, loss, despair, betrayal, and having to pay money out. I get this as being held accountable. There's going to be action taken with that King of Wands. With that Five of Swords, the way that he's pointing this sword, I think they're going to be held accountable for their foolishness. There's going to be a victory that's going to bring despair to Taylor Farms, and they're going to be forced to make payouts. This keeps showing. Be careful what you wish for. The Moon card, the greedy parasites with their hoarding their money. Legal cases moving forward where they're going to face massive loss. It's not going to end well for the company. I don't know if anybody's got shares in them. Is Taylor Farms, as an entity, can guarantee that they'll rise from the ashes? So it's the water that the produce is being washed in. They'll try and blame Mexico, the produce from Mexico, but it's not. Secrets being revealed that'll lead to an investigation with the Hermit, High Priestess and Hermit. Now have a look. Is Taylor Farms going to file for bankruptcy? Have a look. The Wheel, yes. Five of Swords. In the face of legal action and investigation with the Hermit. And the Ten of Wands. An ending. Ending for them. I'm going to say yes. There's the Hierophant. The Emperor, and we know who that is. And the Four of Coins, the donation. Queen of Wands, the Chariot, inspirational female bringing forward information, the Chariot, and financial information brought forward. Or it could be reduced circumstances with that Page of Coins due to their foolishness, and the Death card, deaths, but also endings. Yeah. Got the Eight of Coins. Hanged Man. Ending up upside down. But I do Three of Cups and a Six of Wands. Class action, perhaps having a victory. But whether there is any money there to extract, because like in everything in these sorts of situations, those that make these horrific decisions seem to get away scot-free. They sort of cash out and take off. Right, for those, head of, actually I'll just pause you and see who is the head. Hang on a sec. Okay, so the head of Taylor Farms is a guy by the name of Bruce Taylor. Founded Taylor Farms in 1995 and built it into a giant known for salads. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay. When was this article? Right. So Taylor Farms has come under fresh attention after health officials leaked products containing recalled cucumbers supplied to the company to an outbreak. So pretty much what seems to have happened is potentially they washed the cucumbers, but they didn't cleanse the water between. So I just want to ask, apparently family is, multi-generational, involved in lettuce farming, blah, 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 blah. So my question is, how are things going to work out for Bruce Taylor, the CEO, or judgment and reduced circumstances? I mean, he won't go away penniless, but let's have a look. How are things going to work out for Bruce Taylor? Bruce Taylor. Don't know if it's a privately owned company or a shareholder owned company. I didn't look into that. Let's have a look at Bruce Taylor, the CEO. How's it going to work out for him? Two of Cups, some sort of mutually beneficial agreement, and the Ten of Cups, an ending of the family company. Seven of Swords, lying, stealing, deceiving, betraying. Nine of Swords in the past, nightmare situation for him, absolutely. And the Four of Swords. Gosh, look at these cards. I suspect he's going to take the blame and wander off with a golden handshake with that Two of Cups. Ugh. How annoying. Okay. The Two of Coins in the immediate future. Money changing hands. Juggling the situation. Tightrope walking. I think he's going to take the blame for it. Five of Coins. Loss out in the cold. Externally, internally, the Emperor. This will be Bruce Taylor, the one in control. Got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, thought he was all that in a cup of tea and made the call in regards to the water. That's all I'm getting there. Be careful what you wish for. Right, the outcome, the Empress, the birth of something new, the blame game, and things happening really quickly. Really quickly. King of Coins, Five of Swords. Information coming out really quickly. Again, we've got that Five of Wands. I think he's going to blame Mexico, but information's going to come out really fast about how he made the call with that Five of Swords, dance the tune of the devil, and facing justice and death. I don't think it's lit. I mean, we've got both death cards here. Death. I think it's just death of the company. I think he's going to take the blame. He's going to be held accountable. Justice, death. This could also be justice for those that died. He was too busy being greedy and people died. And he knew the risks and he made, allegedly, entertainment only, just throwing some cards on it. But yeah, he's going to take the fall for it. Probably the end of his business, bankrupt, but trust me, he's not going to be with that Nine of Coins. Ick. Mercenary actions for the sake of money is going to come forward. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, regret. Or he might face some jail time, or he's at least going to be held accountable. So he's going to he's going to be held accountable with that Eight of Swords. He might face some jail time, depending on the information that comes out. Information is going to come forward with that Queen of Pentacles that's going to change everything with the world. Gosh, what an idiot. Tried to save a few dollars, cost him an empire. Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke. Hope they take him for every cent. Okay, catch you later. Bye-bye.